Peter Schiff, I mean, he's a bit of a semi-recurring theme, on this show, and
Hmm.
obviously in the crypto scene generally. I think two super important points about him
Hmm.
recently, especially, is number one is it's so bizarre that he just hasn't got that, like, we're actually doing it.
Hmm.
The whole, it's great that he says gold, 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 but he's been saying that for, decades longer than crypto has existed. And yet there's,
Hmm.
hundreds of thousands or millions of people or whatever in the world right now who are actually using crypto as money and have got partially or fully, in your case, out of the fiat
Hmm.
system. And that's what it's supposed to be all about. And it's so bizarre that he can't embrace it, just like, it's actually working. This is it. It's happening. He's so hung up on it's not happening the way I imagined it or the way I would prefer it to be done. Even though he could switch sides at any time. He could
Hmm.
be out himself out of the fiat
Yeah.
system. But
I think he's running on a first impression still. Like the first
mm,
impression any smart person has when they hear about this like digital money stuff is skepticism, right? You should be. The very
mm,
first thing is like this sounds like a bunch of nonsense. And then you look into it and over time you figure it out. And I kind of feel like he didn't continue trying to figure it out. But to be honest, today I value his input on crypto because I don't agree with a lot of what he says, but he has some very good points about like
yeah,
he was like roasting Nayib Bukele over like wasting taxpayer money on like buying the dip all the time and stuff like that. And as the old saying goes, like if the Sahara Desert was put under government management, they'd have a shortage of sand within a year. And it's
yeah,
kind of the same type of thing. I'm pretty sure. I mean, maybe this is just me being really, you know, a little bit pessimistic, but I can imagine that El Salvador may lose money on Bitcoin, right? They might
mm,
find a way to like, oh, it's just another just buy too many dips on the way down and then just default on things, lose keys. I don't know. It's the government after all, right? So that's also a lot of Peter Schiff's objections to crypto seem to be directed at Bitcoin BTC specifically. And a
yeah,
lot of those are kind of correct. I mean, he misses some ways that Bitcoin still has utility today, but he's kind of right that it's more of it has a little bit of a pyramid scheme element to it of, you want the money to go up. And the only reason the value is going to go up is if more people buy. And if they're buying just because it's going to hold its value and go up, then they need another sucker coming in. And like there's a few really good points he makes about it. Just he misses like that this is one of the most important like moves forward for humanity in like hundreds of years. Like this is huge.